Hello everyone, Brock Boy here. Welcome back to another video. So, I just spent the last 24 minutes trying to make a Raid Shadow Legends video, only to realize that I was recording, but it was just a black screen, okay? It was just a black screen. So, so what happened was, with a game capture, right? Let me let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. So with game capture, right? So earlier today I was making a Battlefield 1 video, okay? And I had the game capture set to Battlefield 1. Okay? Now, if I do this, you can see that it's uh it's a black screen. Okay, you can't see anything. But see, I turned off display capture. Okay, but if I turn display capture back on, then you can see it, right? But if I turn off display capture and turn on game capture, right, now you can only see the game. Okay. So what happened was, I had display capture on. I had display no I had game capture. I had game capture on, but I had game capture set to Battlefield 1 because I was playing it earlier. And I completely forgot to change the game capture to Raid Shadow Legends. Right? So for 24 minutes straight, you were just seeing a black screen. Let me show you. All you have to, but it's like you see James, the entire video is just a black screen. So I'm not even, yeah. But anyway, let me remove, no, not that. Let me remove display capture and do game capture. Okay. I was just trying to make a whole 24 minutes. 24 minutes, man. Okay. All right. Attack percent. Sure. Okay. So there is. I have to do all of that again. God damn. Okay, so there is a dragon tournament starting tomorrow. With this dragon tournament, I can get the last 25 of my epic fragments. Okay. Now, with the dungeons, okay, not specifically dragon, but the dungeons, okay. So I am in. As you can see, I'm in Spider Stage 10. Now, Spider, it's the easiest of the dungeons because with Hard Spider, with normal Spider, you have to worry about both the boss and the boss's minions, the Spiderlings. But in Hard Spider, you only have to worry about the Spiderlings, okay? You do have to worry about the boss, kind of, but not as much as normal Spider. Okay, just just kill the Spiderlings. Okay, so you can see here, whenever a tainted Spiderling dies, inflicts damage to tainted Scavag equal to 3% of her max HP. Okay, so all you really have to do is kill the Spiderlings and you win. Okay, so that means because there's so many Spiderlings, what you really need is AoE nukers. Okay, so you can see I have both Mikey and Garol in the team. Okay, Mikey is in the team because he's my hardest hitting AoE nuker. Okay, you can see 5200 attack and 246 crit damage. So he's my hardest hitting AoE nuker. And Garol is in the team because her alternate form is both of her skills on her alternate form are AoEs, right? Attackle enemies, attackle enemies. Okay. So I also have her in Slayer gear because ignores 30% of enemy defense when using AoE skills. Okay, and also we'll look at her A2. Okay, we'll ignore 50% of the target's defense instead if this target has more buffs than the target. If this champion has more buffs than the target. Okay, so I'm like skipping through a lot because I already talked about a lot of this. But anyway, the boss does not place any buffs on itself or the spiderlings. Okay, so you're always going to have more buffs than the spiderlings. Okay, so you're basically always going to be ignoring half defense. Okay, now if you put her in Merciless or Slayer or Lethal or Savage, right? She's gonna I have her in Slayer, so she's ignoring 30% defense on top of 50% defense. So in total, she's ignoring 80% defense on this A2. Okay, only on this A2. On the A1, she's just ignoring 30% defense on the A1. But on the A2, she's ignoring 80% defense. Okay. Yeah. So that's taint. Sorry. Damn. Sorry. So that's tainted or hard spider. Okay. Now hard dragon. I spent a lot of time on this, but basically, hard dragon isn't that hard. You just need increase, or you need decrease attack and protection. Okay, protection as in increased defense, strengthen, shield, ally protect, all that stuff. Okay. And so my team here, I have that. Mithrala provides basically everything. Mithrala provides increased defense, strengthen, shield. So Mithrala brings a large chunk of what you need, and then Mikey has the decreased attack, and then both Elva and Mithrala have the buff has the debuff cleanse, which you really need because Hard Dragon places like 4 poisons and weaken on you, so you need debuff cleanse. And so yeah, so this is my team. Okay, this is my team. This team, this team, as you can see, has a 4-minute. It's not here. This team 4 or almost 5-minute clear. Okay, I was trying to cut that down as much as possible. So don't use that. Yeah, sure. And then don't use that because I realized that we can clear the first wave in under 20 seconds, but sometimes if we don't do enough damage to clear it in under 20 seconds, then Mithrala and Mikey will use their A3 on the first wave, and then after they use their A3, we immediately move to the second wave, and they don't have their A3s ready for the second wave, right? So I set them to not use their A3 for the first wave, so they can have it ready for the second wave. God damn, my phone. Okay, so for the second wave, Mikey, don't use her A3 because I want him to have his A3 ready for the boss. He can use his A2, that's fine. And then Fenax is fine. Mithrala, I don't want her to use her A3 because I want her to have it ready for the boss as well. And then Elva, she can use her A3 once at the beginning of the fight in the second wave, but I don't want her to use it after that. Okay. Same thing again. Mikey, he uses A3 at the beginning, but don't use it after that. And then Mithrala, just don't use her A3, period. And then Okay, yeah. So Mithrala, she'll use her A3 at the beginning. Fenax, the boss places Hard Dragon places increased attack on himself, and that is very scary. So we want Fenax to place his block buffs so that the boss can't get his increased attack. Okay, so I think we want Fenax to use his A2 at the beginning. Yeah, because I think the boss will use his A2 at the very beginning. If he does it, it's for 2 turns anyway, so. Okay. And then Mikey, he'll automatically open with his A3, so that's fine. And then Geralt, nothing for her. And then Elva, she'll automatically use her A2 at the beginning. Okay. So, yeah, this is going to be my, this is the team that I'm going to use to farm Hard Dragon for the tournament tomorrow. Now, gear. Now that I got my very first mythical piece of gear while I was trying or earlier today. Actually, let me come back to that. So gear, right? Now that I'm doing hard dungeons, I think I should only be accepting 6-star gear. But the problem with that is only accepting 6-star gear, only accepting 6-star gear, you kinda like you don't get many gear pieces. Okay? You don't get many gear pieces if you only accept 6-star gear. Okay? So if I do like 20 multi-battles and I only accept 6-star gear, chances are, with my luck, I'm probably only going to get like 5 pieces, right? Because a large bulk of the gear that I got was 5-star, and 5-star is set to automatically sell. So yeah, you're not gonna get much gear. So I'm thinking I accept 5-star gear, but only for like weapon, helmet, shield, and probably not boots. I think I only accept 5-star gear if it's weapon, helmet, and shield. And if it's like a 5-star chest, no. 5-star boot, no. As long as it's weapon, helmet, or shield, then and it's 5-star, then I can accept it. Okay. I want 6-star gauntlets, shield, and boots because those are the most important pieces, right? I can have I would much rather have 6-star crit damage gloves than 5-star crit damage gloves, right? A 6-star attack chestplate is obviously better than a 5-star attack chestplate. 6-star speed boots is obviously better than 5-star speed boots, okay? But I feel like because weapon, helmet, and shield, because they can only be flat stats, like weapon can only, or shield can only be flat defense, helmet can only be flat HP, weapon can only be flat attack. You see, it literally cannot be anything else. I think it's okay if they are 5-stars because the flat stat, I mean, yeah, it's I mean, a 6-star flat stat, I mean, it's good to have, but it doesn't really bring much, I guess. So yeah, and these sets, I feel like you don't really see. Okay, this is my this is my theory, right? I think if I say no to these sets, then I'm probably going to not get. I'm like, honestly, like speed and accuracy are the only sets that are usable. Like lifesteal, destroy, toxic, frost, days, like none of these sets are like worth anything in like the late game, right? None of these sets are worth anything in the late game. The only sets that are worth anything in the late game is speed and accuracy. Okay, but I feel like you still want to have all of these sets checked because I mean, yeah, it's a bad set, right? But what if you get a 6-star crit damage gauntlet from like Destroy set, but it's a really good crit damage gauntlet, right? Let's say you get a 6-star mythical crit damage gauntlet with like crit rate and accuracy and attack percent, right? I mean, that's an amazing crit damage gauntlet, right? I mean, yeah, it's Destroy set, but it's still an amazing piece, okay? So I'm actually going to keep all of these sets checkmarked because I think even though it's from a bad set, the individual gear piece only really that's really the only thing that matters, whether or not the individual gear piece is good or not. So yeah, so that's Hard Dragon. Ice Golem's Peak. Okay. Ice Golem. So earlier today, I recorded the Battlefield video, and then I got onto Raid to try and progress in Hard Ice Golem. Okay, now you can clearly see that I did progress in Hard Ice Golem, but the thing is, the clear times, man, the freaking clear times. Now, Stage 5 of Ice Golem, it wasn't that bad of a clear time. You see, 319, but after Stage 5 is where it gets, oh my gosh. Stage 10 is 5-minute 22-second clear time. Okay, this is my team. Okay, this is my team. So you got Alpha and Mithrala. Okay, for obvious reasons, and then we got Mikey, Fenax, and Mordecai. Okay, why do we have these champions? Okay, now Mikey brings a lot. Okay, he brings decreased attack. He brings leech, decreased defense, stun on a single target, and debuff spread. Okay. Now, decreased attack is crucial for Ice Golem. Not just Hard Ice Golem, but Ice Golem in general. Decreased attack is crucial. Okay. And Fenax. Fenax brings Block Revive on this A1. Now, Block Revive, again, is crucial because we go into here. Attacks all enemies one time. Whenever tainted, the Ice Golem's name, Kalisis? I think that's what it is, Kalisis. Whenever tainted Kalisis's HP drops below 80%, 60%, 45%, 30%, and 15%, this attack will revive any dead allies to 100% HP. This attack will ignore 50% defense of each enemy's defense for each alive ally. This attack also has a 20% chance of placing freeze for one turn. The chance of placing a freeze debuff increases by 40% for each alive ally. So, you want to keep the boss's minions dead. Now, the Ice Golem only has 2 minions. Okay? Only has 2 minions. So, you want a champion like Fenax that brings Block Revive so that the boss, first of all, cannot revive its dead allies with this passive, right? If the boss's allies are, if you place Block Revive on the boss's allies, then you're cool. You're the boss is done for. Because the boss can't ignore 100% of your defense, the boss can't place freeze on you, so you're done. You're Gucci. Okay? Now, I have Mordecai in the team because whenever... okay, so immune to poison and poison sensitivity debuffs receives 10% more damage from HP burn debuffs. Whenever an HP burn debuff is activated on Tainted Calices or his minions, destroys the minion's max HP by 5%. Whenever a Smite debuff is activated on Tainted Calices or his minions, destroys the minion's max HP by 10%. Destroyed max HP cannot exceed 50%. Okay. Alright. So, unfortunately, I don't have Smite. Fanax and Mikey have what's it called? Nature's Wrath. Elva has I think Nourish, and then Mithrala has Lightning Cage. Okay, Mithrala having Lightning Cage is mainly for Arena, which I do use her in. And I would put I would put what's called Smite on Mordecai, but you can see he doesn't have a soul. So, but yeah, this is my Ice Golems team now. Okay. I'm gonna say something. Okay. Honestly, I don't think HP burn is a necessity. I don't think it's okay. Well, it might be. I don't know. It might be. Decreased attack is definitely a necessity. Decreased attack is a requirement. It is an absolute requirement for Ice Golem, for hard Ice Golem. Okay. If for whatever reason you don't have decreased attack, you could just stack like protectors and like revivers and shielders and all that kind of stuff, right? But you need decreased attack. Okay. It'd be great to have decreased attack alongside someone like Mithrala that places increased defense, shield, and strengthen. Okay. For like maximum protection, and maybe try to put like ally protect somewhere in there as well. Okay. So yeah, so okay, so Mordecai, right? So originally Mordecai's HP burn was being resisted by the Ice Golem. Okay, that's because he had like, I think Mordecai had 337. He had 337 accuracy, right? But I put him in this accuracy banner for Feral. I have 3 pieces of Feral, so before I only had 2 pieces of Feral, so now I'm getting 62 accuracy plus an extra 40 accuracy, so I still have to upgrade this. But yeah, as you can see, he has much more than 337 accuracy. So, but now Mordecai should be, he is placing his HP burn without a problem. Now, the same thing, I run into the same problem in Ice Golem as I do with Dragon, okay? The waves. The waves are not a problem. The waves are not a problem at all. It's the boss, okay? Same thing. I can clear the first wave of Ice Golem in under 20 seconds, okay? I can clear the second wave in like probably under a minute, okay? But when I get to the boss, that's the most time-consuming part of the dungeon, killing the boss, okay? And honestly, I feel like I'm probably just gonna farm stage 5 because a 5-minute clear time. Okay, let me show you. I'm trying. So, as I said earlier in the video, tomorrow there's a dragon tournament starting, and I'm trying to use as little energy as possible to make this video. So I'm not doing super raids. But let me show you the team, okay? Okay, well, it's not under 20 seconds, but it's still very quickly, though. You know, nah, I shouldn't do that. Oh, okay, another thing. If you are not hearing any game audio, if okay, first wave done in under a minute. We finished the first wave at 52 seconds. Remember that. So I have my game audio, my in-game audio, like all the way down. Okay, music and sound effects is all the way down because because a lot of times I have raid running in the background while I'm doing other stuff, right? I'll have multi battles going on in the background while I'm like watching YouTube or playing another game, right? So a lot of times, a whole other minute. 52 seconds to a minute 43, almost a little under a minute. So yeah, while I was like watching YouTube or while I was playing those other games, I would still hear raid going on in the background, right? So I just decided to uh, turn off the music and the sound effects. You can see, you see how much damage the boss just did to Mordecai. Granted, his HP percent chest plate isn't maxed, but if the boss didn't have decreased attack, Mordecai would have died. You see, Mordecai, man. He has a block or heal reduction, man. He removes debuffs from himself. Oh, he does. Oh, damn. Oh god. Why? Man, Mordecai is just. I have to upgrade his gear, man. Oh my. Okay, hold on. What is the? How much accuracy do I need for Ice Golem? Am I on? Okay, display capture. How much accuracy do I need for Ice Golem? This is hard. What stage was this? Hard stage 10, I think it was. Yeah, hard stage 10. Okay. Hard stage 10. 450, 345 accuracy required to place skill effects on enemy. Okay. So he needs so Mordecai only needs 345 accuracy to place his HP burn. Okay. Okay. So he has like, what, almost 450 accuracy, so I can reduce his accuracy and give him some more defense stats, like more HP and more defense. Okay. Alright. Only like for hard stage 10, that feels a little low, man. I don't know. For hard stage 10, I would expect I'd expected you need like 400 accuracy, bro. 400 accuracy. This is hard stage. What is like 25 normal? 225. Really? Wow. 3.3 million health.
Only 90 speed? What?
240. Oh my god. That 7. Damn, that really okay. $35,000 attack. Jesus. Please. What was it? 50% decrease attack. Okay. So 35,000. 35,000 divided by 2. 17. Okay. 1,700 attack. Jesus, man. Alright, that run took 6 minutes. Okay. So Mordecai only needs 345 accuracy. Okay. Alright. Let's try to give him more accuracy. Defense percent, HP percent. Oh man. Wait. I wanna try 27 plus 5. Oh. Ooh, a 9. Damn. Okay, that's plus 5 accuracy there. I don't think I'm gonna get anything better than that. Oh wait, I need less accuracy! More H. Okay, what am I doing? Less accuracy, more HP and defense. No. Let's try this one. 1 to 4. That's 1. That's 4. Okay. Wait. Speed. Yeah. So let's do this anyway. Okay. He only needs 345. Jesus. Well, that's pretty bad. Double flat HP roll? Damn. That is terrible. Okay. It's pretty terrible too. Do any of these Hmm. How about we do this? Was this HP percent? HP percent with let's try let's just look for HP percent. HP percent with accuracy and defense percent. It's pretty good. Ooh, 32. I'll take that. Okay. Not bad. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Alright. What about a ring? I want to keep the chronophage for the 2-piece speed set. Uh, I don't have any silver. Jesus. Okay. Absolutely no silver. Alright. But I think that's not good enough. It's probably not. Well, still have to upgrade it though. Alright. That's all I can do for now. All I can do for now. Alright. So, for now, I think I'll just farm stage 5 for now. Yeah, I'll farm stage 5. A 3-minute 44 clear time and a 5-minute 22. Yeah, that's... yeah. I'll just farm stage 5 for now. Okay. Fire Knight. Now, I am on hard Fire Knight, however, I unfortunately don't have the, I do not have the champions for this, okay? So, for hard Fire Knight, this is not my team this is not my team, by the way. I know how hard Fire Knight works. This is not my team. This is just a placeholder for not really a placeholder, but this is my normal Fire Knight team. Okay. So with hard Fire Knight, you need so normal Fire Knight you need turn meter controllers. Okay, but with hard Fire Knight, decreasing turn meter does not work anymore, and you need freeze. Okay. You need freeze champions. Champions that plays freeze. Okay. Decreases tainted Fyro's turn meter by 15% for each freeze debuff placed on him. Okay. So you need champions that plays freeze. And I do have champions that can place freeze. I have Gory that has 3 times at random 100% chance to place freeze. That's very good. I have Neldor Rhineblade, attacks 3 times, 40% chance to place freeze. Then I have Pan the Bowhorn, double hitter, 50% chance to place freeze. And then I have Achak, but I don't even use him. I have Yakarl as well. Double hitter, 50% chance to place freeze. 100% chance to place freeze. And 75% chance to place freeze. Okay, so I do have some decent freeze champions, but I don't have the rest. Okay, so what you really want is like, what's the word? What's the word? Ally attackers. You want ally attackers. Okay. Now I do have some ally attackers. Okay, I have. Oh yeah, Mikey, but with only the other turtles though. Necrit does ally attack, but he only ally attacks with allies under ally protection, and he can only place 2 allies under ally protection. And or if you have him in a, I think it's reflex, it gives him a chance to decrease skill cooldown. If you put him in a reflex, you could probably get ally protection on the whole team, but that do take some time to set up though. And then Morag does have a ally attack, but it's only 2 random allies. Okay, you'd want an ally attack with a team wide ally attack. Okay, Farrakhan the Fat beat down. All allies except this champion for 3 turns, then all allies except this champion will attack 1 target enemy. Okay, so that's a team-wide ally attack, okay? And also, now, unfortunately, she is a mythical, but she has probably one of the best ally attacks in the game. Imperial Decree. Teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. Okay, so you want ally attackers, okay? Again, Morag is an ally attacker, but
she only teams up with 2 allies. You want a team-wide ally attack, okay? Now, unfortunately, I don't have a team-wide ally attack, okay? So I can't really progress into fight. I tried it, okay? I know what you're saying. Well, if you just try it a little bit, maybe you'll get the hang of it. No, I tried it. I got to Hard Fire Night like not months ago, like 2 months ago. I think in February. I got to Hard Fire Night in February. Okay, I tried it. Once I got to it, it didn't work. It just didn't work. I need better ally attackers. Okay, I just do. Did I hold on? Master Volt. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I need better. This is my only 3 ally attackers in my roster. Okay, the only 3 that I own. So I just need better ally attackers. Okay, now the most accessible one for me is Farrakhan the Fat because I'm really nowhere near the Lady Mikage fusion. So yeah, yeah. That's dungeons. Minotaur's Labyrinth. I've completed it. Like this, is probably this is very easy. Phantom Shogun's Grove. I did. As you can see, I've progressed pretty far into it, but stage 21, I don't know how I did this. I have no idea how I did this, but I did do it somehow. I cleared stage 21 once, but now for whatever reason, I just can't clear it anymore. This is the same thing that happened with the event dungeon. Not the most recent one, but in May of 2025, there was an event dungeon. Okay, and that's probably one of the hardest event dungeons we had. And I was able to clear stage 16, 17, and 18 of the event dungeon. However, I was not able to farm those stages, okay? On stage 18, if I did stage 18 of the 2025 event dungeon, if I did 10 multi battles for stage 18, then I'd only win 2 of those 10 multi battles. If I did 10 multi battles on stage 17, I'd only win 5 or 6 of them. If I did 10 on stage 16, then I'd only win 8. If I was only able to farm stage 14. See, the thing is, I could farm these stages, but not consistently, not 100%, right? And I wanted to be able to farm these stages at 100% clear time, or 100% clear, like it's not a 99% chance, a 100% chance to clear. Okay. But unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that with 18, 17, or 16. Okay. I see. With stage 15, I could clear it, but it was like every once in a while I would fail. Okay. It was actually a 99% clear time. If I did 50 multi battles, of the 50 I would lose 2, right? And I know that, well, at least you still won 48 multi battles. At least you still got 48 gear pieces, or actually double that. Double that. That'd be like 98, 97, right? Yeah, sure, but I'm greedy. I want a 100% clear time. Okay, a 100% clear. So my only option was to. I had thrown so much energy in trying, like, doing reruns of like stages 18, 17, and 16, trying to just like find a way to get 100% clear, and it took so long. It got to a point where I just gave up, man. It gave like it got to a point where I I gave up on the event dungeon and just ignored it. I ignored it. I did not touch. This was in May. Okay, this was in May when the event dungeon dropped, and the event dungeon went from May to um August. Went from early May to mid August. Okay, and in early May, I progressed through the event dungeon, tried to get a 100% clear on stages 18, 17, 16, or 15. Couldn't get 100% clear, and I just gave up. I gave up because I threw so much energy into it, and I just I just gave up. Um, Luckily for me, when the event dungeon ended in early August, there was a whole nother event dungeon that started just a few weeks after the old one ended. In which that second one, it was it was easier, but still not easy. Okay, I was able to get to stage 20 actually. That's how easy it was, and it's that second one. That was my headset. It was, oh my gosh, that boss did so much damage. That boss did so much damage. Jesus. Um, but yeah, it was it was easier, but still hard though. I really wish they'd bring back Pinpoint, man. So in that May 2025 event dungeon, they released. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was August. Late August 2025, they released a brand new event dungeon. Well, not brand new. They released another event dungeon with a brand new gear set. That brand new gear set was Chronophage. And at its release, everyone thought Chronophage was shit. Okay? And I agree with them. I think Chronophage is shit. I mean, compared to Pinpoint, like Pinpoint plus 20 accuracy, plus 10 speed, plus another 20 accuracy, grants intercept at the start of the round. Each intercept stack blocks a single attempt at placing a crowd control debuff. Crowd control debuffs are stun, freeze, not provoke. What's crowd control? Crowd control debuffs. Freeze, sleep. I don't think provoke is one. Fear, petrification, sheep. I don't think crowd control. Oh, I could just go to a boss. All bosses are immune to crowd control. Yeah, stun, freeze, sleep, provoke. Block active skills, block passive skills, fear, true fear, petrification, berserk, enfeeble, nullify, ensnare, fatigue, hunter's gaze. So, these are all crowd control debuffs, okay? So, one intercept stack protects one single attempt of placing any of these crowd control debuffs. Okay, so if you have two intercept stacks, right? Someone tries to place stun, that consumes one intercept stack, so now you only have one. Another champion tries to place block passive skills. The intercept stack blocks the attempt of trying to place block passive skills. So now you have no intercept stacks, okay? Now, intercept is really good. Pinpoint is really good, okay? And so we go down here. So yeah, places 1 intercept stack, then another 20 or another 10 speed, then you get 2 intercept stacks, another 20 accuracy, 12 speed, and then 4 intercept stacks. Okay, so in total you're getting 20, 40, 60. You're getting 60 accuracy and 10, 20, 32. You're getting 60 accuracy and 32 speed and 4 intercept stacks. Okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, pinpoint just for that one piece of pinpoint for that plus 20 accuracy. Chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss, bro. Okay, the 2-piece set, 20 accuracy and 10 speed. Again, chef's kiss. The 3-piece set, 40 accuracy and 10 speed. This is like Feral. This not necessarily on steroids, but this is like Feral. Okay, with Feral, you get 80 accuracy, and with the 3-piece set, you get 80 accuracy and 5 speed, right? But with Pinpoint, you get 40 accuracy and 10 speed. Okay, so they're kind of like the opposites of each other. Okay, they're kind of like opposites of one. You get more speed than accuracy. The other, you get more accuracy than speed. Okay, so yeah, Pinpoint is amazing, but Chronophage, shit, pure shit. Okay, first of all, the 1-piece set, the 1-piece set bonus resistance. Resistance is resistance is useful in certain situations. In certain situations, in certain teams, resistance is very powerful. Against certain bosses, resistance is very powerful. But I feel like resistance, like in the grand scheme of things, resistance is like in relation to other stats, resistance is pretty useless. Okay, resistance is pretty useless in relation to other stats. Okay, I mean, yeah, you do get the plus 10 speed from the 2-piece, right? I mean, but but you'd rather have Pinpoint. I mean, you get accuracy, an actual useful stat, plus the same 10 speed. So, I mean, and then the immutable buff, I mean, intercept is so much better. Intercept is so much better because I feel like crowd control buffs or crowd control debuffs are much more prominent and much more common than cooldown increasing effects. Okay, I feel like crowd control is more common than cooldown increasing. In my experience, at least. In my experience. So, yeah. Please give us Pinpoint again. Please. And you know what? We haven't had a Pinpoint Forge Pass in a while. We really haven't. I remember that like a long time ago, like I think 2 years ago now. I remember having Pinpoint as the Forge Pass set. And we haven't had another Pinpoint for a Forge Pass set in a while. We haven't had another one in a while. So, yeah. Moral of the story is Chronophage is shit, give us Pinpoint. I just completely forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about Phantom Shoguns, then I talked about the event dungeon, then I'm talking about the event dungeon set. Okay. Sand Devils, oh my god. Let's not even go there. I've completed all the force or all the potion keeps. Iron Twins. Oh god. Let's not even go there either. All right. So that's it for this video. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, then give it a like. If you like the content that I upload, then subscribe to the channel. I upload every 3 days. However, I do sometimes upload a video on off days. Like for example, this raid video is going to be uploaded immediately on an off day. I am not. As I said, I upload every 3 days. I'm not scheduled for another upload until tomorrow. Actually, as I'm scheduled for another upload tomorrow. So, yeah. Again, if you like the video, like it. If you like me, then subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Peace out, y'all.